Hello gamers and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft here on the channel. Today we're taking a small break from the Millennium Park project for Minecraft, but I'll show off a little bit of stuff while we're going to be doing other projects as well in this stream. Hope everybody is doing well. Today it's a nice Wednesday late afternoon. Here in Minecraft, got some stuff here going on. As you can see, I parked my car here because I'm going to show a little bit of the small progress for Millennium Park before I go to the other projects I'm doing in this stream. I was able to get the maps here on here. It looks pretty decent. It looks weird on one side, but I got one map right here and a map on the other. I'll show that off real quick. That's what you saw, one of the maps. And then I can turn here. We got one map over here, and these are the same maps that are in one of the map rooms and all that part. As you can see, Millennium Park in Minecraft is coming out quite good, honestly. Still gotta do some flower upgrades in here in that part. I don't know if it's gonna show the flowers here, but I don't know if it will or not. But regardless, it's coming out pretty good. I haven't really touched much of this at all, except for maybe the area I showed last time, which are these weird wires, which I might have someone help me out with that in terms of its layout, or use my other account as reference to help me make it look nice. Otherwise, it's coming pretty decently. Another small thing I did for this area, I did do some more work on the underground garage. Still got to finish doing the lining with the glowstone and a few other stuff. Small process here and there. I'm gonna do a U-turn here. It's coming out pretty well, making this place look slightly better. And again, it's getting there. I still do some more stuff back here. Open the pillars. Oh, my bad. The pillars are. I gotta do some stuff in here as well with the pillars. It's coming out pretty well. I'm thinking of making stop signs for the things, for the stop sign post right here, since it'll be something I'll be showing off in a bit with some stuff I've been doing with the maps. As you can see, it's slowly getting there. Still got a lot of spots to cover, but it's coming up pretty nice, and we're getting there slowly. And that's pretty much it for most of the part of the Millennium Park in terms of the small stuff that we've done so far. Moving on to other projects. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking of making a stop sign, all that part, and a few other stuff. But I recently figured out I recently learned that I could freeze maps and all that part, and I'm pretty much been doing some stuff here and there, and I'll be showing off what I've been doing here in terms of progress with the maps, especially with one I'll show in a minute. Park right here. We're gonna go in to the Pac-Man spawn room. Now, for those who don't know, we have a Pac-Man maze in the world, and although it's still most a work in progress, it's pretty much getting there, and it's coming out pretty nice. It's in the game room up here, and again, I haven't touched too much of the area back here, but as you can see, got some small upgrades. I fixed the colors on one of them, but as you can see, I did a little Pac-Man versus U layout right here by Iron. This is basically a Minecraft map that is frozen. So you can see here has a glass. Very easy to do. I did all of this in that part. Originally, Funkilla just put this portion, that's it. And while that's a good thing, I want to do something a bit extra with this. And so I did our secret coordinates to the map area of the world to do these cool art stuff. And again, I'm pretty sure I showed off Funkiller's Spider-Man Deadpool poster, which he'll probably come back at some point and do more stuff on it at some point. But otherwise, it's coming out pretty well, and I'm very glad how this came out. The Pac-Man versus part kind of just came out of nowhere. It's like, you know what? Do my own take of Pac-Man versus in a different way. The only thing is that, well, is gonna be Pac-Man? That's a good question. You're going to figure that out yourself. Otherwise, it's coming out pretty nice. I am I'm pretty good. I'm very glad it's coming out pretty well. I did some of these cool score things. I did do some trial and error on these things, but it's coming out pretty cool. Might come back and redo some more coloring for the first, second, and third places. First try on the cherry, which came out pretty good. Pac-Man took a lot of trial and error. Had to use a website for that. Singles for that Pac-Man right there. But otherwise, and then the ghost surprisingly was a first try mostly. And looking at it now, I forgot to fix Pinky and Blinky over there. My bad. But otherwise, it's coming out pretty cool. And I did my own Nintendo trademark, by Iron. And you're the person over here. So yeah, Pac-Man Maze. I might fix that to Pac-Man versus Maze or Spawn Area. But it's pretty good. It's coming out pretty nice. And now you know why I'm doing an idea of doing street signs. And oh yeah, there's the this is not locked, by the way. This is the actual map. Oh, this is the actual map. But yeah, this is Fun Killer's creation, and it looks pretty good so far. Very, very nice. Very creative. But yeah, this might make these with stop signs and further stuff to make it easier. And of course, not everything's with not everything has to be a mod pack. Despite me purchasing another vehicle mod and other stuff and helicopter and all that part, but it's coming out pretty cool. Maybe at some point when I don't forget, I'll do more work on these stuff in here as well, and see if it goes from there. Got our nice swords, a few other stuff. It's coming out perfectly. I haven't done too much changes to a racetrack yet. So you can see it's still kind of a work in progress. I have to redo half of the track just so I can get these vehicles to fit inside, which is a huge pain in the ass. And I'll show a bit of my work, just out of curiosity. I still have to do the train tracks again so that they're compatible with the newer ones. Oh, it looks like we got some new vehicles aside from this existing pack. We do also have, so I can find it, we also have more vehicles. These are a bit slower, but these are pretty good vehicles. We got planes, helicopters, and boats and all that part there. It's pretty cool. Ooh, I have not seen this one before. Before I begin, a big shout out to our subscribers. We are one subscriber away from reaching 500 finally. 500 subscribers on YouTube. So if you're watching this, or whether it's the stream version or the video version, be sure to like, comment, subscribe for more content. And I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Big shout out to our recent subscribers, Luzia Sylvia. Thank you for the sub. And Jeremiah Fugomalchi. Amazing, I bet the amazing Spider-Man. Thank you for the sub as well on YouTube. Appreciate it. Anyways, we got a nice. Well, I did take out the toll lines, so because they're one of the things I had to take out, otherwise it would not fit. And this is gonna be a very interesting fit right here because some people are gonna pick their own vehicle and it's like, okay, go down here. It's gonna barely fit. Still debating if I should do anything over here because this is smaller. This is really just for smaller vehicles, and even if you get a fast one, it's like it's gonna be like very much of a pain in the ass, and you're gonna hit everything, and the vehicles don't do well in water that much. So, oh, we got a lava slash. Well, actually, yeah, just lava over here. Then I had to do some adjustments here because it was very easy to fall in the lava. Oh, as you can see, it's very easy to. Yeah, this thing's gonna get destroyed. Yeah, this will not make it. Go to the ledge. Go to the ledge. Ah! RIP the car. And then I might have to take out the lava area because the lava area is in the way and it will easily burn the vehicles. which is unfortunate. I haven't tried this thing with flying vehicles yet, and I'm very curious how that would go. But it'll probably be very bad considering the interior is smaller, and so I would have to do more rounds on the Iron Circuit racetrack, which is unfortunate. But it's gonna be pretty nice. I put this little invite tab right here. Although people don't realize it, if you pause if you hit pause right here, it's technically the same thing, just a little different color. This is where you will spawn for the first time, and yeah, goes to that green pipe and you enter the world. It's pretty decent, honestly, in my opinion. That would be a nice touch. Was not expecting a bigger version of this vehicle though. That's crazy. They recently added that because I never seen that before. Moving on to other things, I did some extra stuff with adding. I don't know if I don't remember if I showed this off, but I'm gonna show it off. This will be an eventual video on its own. At one point, we finally have a police station in the Gamer World area right here. This is the police station. This is based on a real life police station located in the Bronx area of New York, Precinct 44. Now, I should probably point out that even though the exterior is somewhat the same with a few touch-ups, the interior is completely different, primarily because I never seen the inside of this building before in real life. Never been to it in real life. And for the sake of it, it's probably best it doesn't be the exact same. That part, but otherwise we got some nice stuff here. These weird cages for the windows and for the stuff, the AC units, with a few differences. In real life, this police station has its own auto section right here, personal auto section. The interior is still very dark, but otherwise it looks pretty decent in terms of space. And in real life, the building is crooked, meaning it's on a hill and it looks completely different. It is also partial pentagonal shaped, meaning that because it's also in an uneven area, aka a hill, it is also on a crooked street that's on a side instead of straight like this. So it looks more like a rectangle in Minecraft, whereas real life it looks like a weird pentagon / smudged hill, if you will. But otherwise it looks pretty cool, and of course I did some work around here as well. But let me go inside real quick into the police station. Oh yeah, the fun part. This is funny because technically I saw this through a satellite version of this. This is the police station's personal garage area. Yeah, blame Google Maps if you're watching this from that police station on how I know that. But yeah, this is basically it. The only difference is that the gate right here is open, whereas in real life this would be closed. Because obviously this is a restricted area, is police people only. But otherwise it looks pretty cool. Of course I can't copy the real life emblem, so this is a star, which I guess is fine because police are usually known with the star mostly anyway. Let us park over here next to another car that I drove. Some cars I parked because I forgot they were there, and some cars someone else parked because we do have sometimes some people over here. I'm still debating about let this be open or not. I don't think I will, but basically in here I decided to make this the prison cell area because obviously sometimes you gotta put people behind bars even if it's temporarily. This isn't a complete jail that much, and if it does I'll have to do some more alterations, maybe put an underground area for it. But otherwise this is basically it. It's got some cells, to keep the drunk people or the DUI drivers or stuff like that, or people who attack police officers, Well, in that case, I probably get shot, but you know what I mean. Different type of window in real life. This is more of a weird shape, but I don't know. Maybe I'll change it, maybe I won't, because not everybody likes stairs. That looks like a hospital symbol, and that's understandable. Desk, and all that part. I realized that there's you could double-sided text on the signs, which is good. This is the front desk. As you can see, it's pretty much high. It's one of those higher ones and all that part. Make it look interesting and all that part. These are supposed to be cameras, so although they look a little dumb, they make it look more interesting. The offices look different. I was originally gonna make this like a half exterior office up with an upstairs layout, but this looks fine. This is the break room slash lunch room. Briefing room with 2 slime ejectors. Monitor, interrogation rooms. Right now there's only 2. I haven't finished both of these yet. This is the monitor room. Basically, you're on the other side of the glass. You can see everything. Still gotta make sure what to make this room. Up staircase to the upstairs. Back door exit. Back door, Y door exit. I don't know why this is here, but hey, I don't know. First interrogation room, camera. This is an area I don't know what this will be, but I decided to do a little twist and make myself a personal door, a secret door, that can also connect to the auto section. I thought that would be cool, so I did that. Obviously, it's not real life, but hey, make it different, that'll be cool. And of course, the office is right here. And I decided to do these weird lamp things, the bulbs. These are still, these were new. As I do a little kink on them, but eh. Upstairs we have a little bit something different. This is a conference room technically. This would be mostly for like higher ups, like the captain and a few other stuff. Cubicle offices, they're still not done yet. This is the bathroom, but it's not done yet. And then still debating what some of these are gonna be, but I will say that some of them will definitely be offices, while some of them will also be classrooms. So if I could find it, this one will be a classroom. This one might also be a classroom, but I gotta figure that part out. But otherwise, it's basically got so far in the police station of Gamer City, and it's coming out pretty decent. I still got a few ideas I could try. The funny part, in real life, you don't even have to use Google that much. There is an upstairs entry. I haven't made one for this part yet, but yeah, these people have like very interesting access to the roof. So it's supposed to be a weird New York thing. And the funny part is that in real life, Precinct 44 in Bronx is is basically located in an auto sector, which is very odd. And I will say these people don't know how to park their cars because they park it even on the road itself, which is very, in my opinion, is dangerous. Like that's crazy, but it's congested in that part. If you search up Precinct 44 Bronx, New York police station, yeah, just take a look around. Obviously, it's a little different for Minecraft's perspective, but in IRL, it's very weird. And of course, the iconic U.S. flag. You can never forget the U.S. flag. I even put this little lantern so that if this does go off, turn off, or if the world is if it's like nighttime in the world, then you'll still be able to see the flag. Over there's a small antenna, making it look pretty cool and all that. Here, I'll put it to nighttime so that way you guys can see it. This is what it looks like at nighttime. You can still see the flag, as I said earlier. Got a nice view of it. The roof is pretty decent. The roof is black in real life, so I figured make it look somewhat darker and a few other things. Give it its own tone. I still gotta figure out how to make the auto section lighter because I am using higher roofs, which is unfortunate. And of course, well, this door would be in a higher hill, so in real life this would be a high hill road, but yeah, that's the exit for that side and all that part. It looks pretty decent though. But yeah, that's pretty decent police station so far. Maybe I'll make a proper sign later at some point. Over here is my personal warehouse that I made recently, very recently. In fact, I did the last finishing touches on most of it yesterday, and I haven't finished my office yet. But I will say, it looks pretty good so far from my perspective. And the point of this is that I don't always want to show my work when there's guests around. And this warehouse is, by the way, based on a few warehouses in downtown Chicago, a little bit away from the city, partially, but still in the city. And well, specifically on near Christina Avenue. Um, yeah, based on mainly two different warehouses, but mostly a bit of four. But I made it a classic brick with a whitish, peachish, but mostly white design, and windows are on top and everything else. The lights look very different. As you can see, it looks a little dangerous if you exit from this door, but this is the upper ground. The lighting is a bit weird, but when it works, it does work. I made a little design of a roof AC unit. You'll mostly find these in stores like Aldi or Walmart, or who knows if you're lucky, Menards or Costco and a few other places. Basically anything that has a big, huge roof or a random warehouse. Yeah, it's supposed to be AC unit. These are the doors for the trucks. I made two trucks. This one, I even did a cool pallet design with the fire. Yep, make good pallets. Very funny to look at, but yeah. I haven't put anything in here yet, but yeah. The doors. The tires. Making containers is not that bad. These are also new bamboo design blocks, I believe. So they look pretty cool. I don't really care about the logo for this warehouse. So I just do a cool hammer. It doesn't have to look perfect, but make it look different. Cool side doors. On that part, I did go a little crazy on the banners. So I have a nice blue wall over here and a nice weird cover for the lights. Looks weird, but can't blame you. Excuse me. Well, I might have one of the doors closed at some point, maybe, or just closed halfway. Um, yeah, these are pretty interesting designs. This, believe it or not, I just made this like actually yesterday. This will be underground. This is part of the sewer system. So right now you're looking at a sewer tunnel that is mostly finished-ish, kind of. Finished-ish. It looks pretty cool though. I gave it most of my all, and although it's not in the perfect place to put the block, still work in progress, but I got most of it. Excuse me. I got most of it underground. Looking at it now, I think I'll cover this at like halfway right here, since this is in front of a hotel. I think I will. I'll use this block right here. I'm gonna cover this door halfway, so we can still go inside of it with the cars. But otherwise, I like how everything's coming out pretty good. It's coming out perfectly, and it looks pretty good. It's perfect so far. Alright, that's good enough. Yeah, I don't want any nosy people that much, even though you can still see the inside. That's pretty funny. Should I do the same thing for the other side? I don't know. Should I? Eh, I'll leave it open. What about the other side? I was originally going to close the other side, but at the same time, I sometimes do come from this direction, so I'll leave this open for now. Tired. I need to stop yawning. And it's a pretty decent size. Obviously, it's not the biggest. I would be careful coming from the ground up a little bit. Otherwise, I like how it's coming out in terms of its own space. It's mostly finished. I even got a front office, technically. So over here is a lobby. Still gotta work on the door. Reception desk. My own take on AC units, even though it doesn't have to work or only of that nature. Oh, I missed an area. I'll fix that in a minute. It looks pretty good, and this is my office so far. Then I have my own secret door area. Which is funny, because I learned this from Mario mashup pack, technically. Door. I need to stop yawning. Then we'll go through here. Or over there, that'll work. Can't believe I forgot about this. Where is it? Sir. Oh, it's over here. There we go. Can't believe I forgot about this one. I like to add extra detail to stuff, so if everybody's allergic to extra detail, well, I really feel sorry for you. Don't be a Michael. That's all I'll say. Don't be a Michael. Especially the ones that think Florida, or not Florida, especially the ones that think New York and Florida, or not, New York and Chicago are the same place. Don't be like those Michaels, because they're dumb. Very stupid half the time, but very dumb. And crackheads, don't forget that. Anyways, that's what I got for my showcase on my nice warehouse so far. I'm gonna try and generate some good ideas. I'm definitely still working on the sewer system, which I guess I could show off real quick. But first, I want to show off some other stuff. Still doing work on the hotel. I have some ideas how to make it look nice, and a few other things, but it'll take time, unless I randomly have a person help me with it. I can't stop yawning, so I do apologize. Nice little art area, a little shade area, I guess. Still gotta work on the staircases. I guess I could show you my meeting room. I won't say where I got the inspiration from because unfortunately they no longer exist, and technically I'm no longer allowed to talk about them, but this is my new building where we're gonna have meetings at. This is the front lobby. Originally I was gonna have slide doors, and I'm still debating about how slide doors, but so far this looks nice. Man. Looks pretty so far. Now if you remember this building, this was originally made by Ken from Minecraft Truck Builds a long time ago. Good person, definitely subscribe to him on YouTube. My MC Truck Builds. All together, no space. Yeah, he made that. He made the entire building, but I made the interior of the building. So he made this, which was originally an empty building, and I turned it into a working building. So this is the lobby. We got ceiling fans, lights, cool ceiling, circle area, which is like a hotel effect / GameStop effect. We have water elevators, so we go up over here. I'm not gonna make stairwells. I don't think I have space for it. As you can see, we got all the way up here. This is the meeting room. Right here. And we got most of these names right here. And all that. Some of these don't have names yet. These are names that I'll put for now, unless otherwise. As you can see, Minecraft truck builds. Subscribe to him. MBM John. It's been a while since he has been since he's made an appearance on this channel, but he's doing well. Currently part of U.S. President's Play on YouTube. That's my chair. Fun Killer and Sinister Ace, two good friends of mine. They're still around, although Fun Killer is currently staying away from YouTube for now. But who knows? Maybe we can find a way to get him back if we can. Sinister Ace doesn't do content, but he is doing well. He is returning to college soon, actually, in a couple of days. So good looks to him. He has a long way to go, but he's doing well. We also got these other chairs. These are going to be like people who I talk about in terms of growing the realm, or not the realm, the world. Which if it does well, we'll do a realm eventually. But well, I haven't. These are name placements for now. These are not confirmed. I will say these are going to people I'll probably nominate first, and then we'll discuss later in terms of growth. I like ceiling fans. I don't see any ceiling fan mods, so these are closest to the stuff we will go get here for now with ceiling fans. Nice little lighting effect, as you can see, and looks pretty cool. We do have staircases that goes up. We also have staircases that go down, so this drops down to the water source that's on the bottom that you saw earlier. Upstairs is also an exit where you can use an elytra to go upstairs and leave the building. You just gotta make sure you have pick enabled, and just enable it. As you can see, the world is a lot of work, but it's getting there. It's mostly me 99% of the time, but sometimes I do invite people over, and I still invite people to make stuff if they want to in the world. The oldie, like, I kind of messed up the oldie, and looking at it now, I think I'll make it a smaller oldie, based on one that opened recently in a shitty Florida town, but I don't know. New oldies these days are trying to be where they make smaller ones, but more affordable and cooler, I guess. But otherwise, it's coming up pretty well. Bowling alley still there. The back part of the building's getting an extension. I have to redo USPS because we're doing some changes to that building, so expect a tour video later. That's gonna be updated soon. This is the roof for the planes. As you can see, we have plane mods, and I'll showcase the mod. Change my perspective, and as you can see, it's coming out pretty well. And I changed my perspective twice. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, the controls are still weird. What I give this? I give this a D minus in terms of its controls. Because the planes, I don't know, the planes are very weird. And then I have to figure out how to land back, which is not going to be easy. I can't even tell if I'm going up, but okay, I'm barely going up. Yeah, as you can see, it's not perfect, but it's not too bad either. And it looks pretty cool, at least in concept. Hopefully to do some updates on it, but otherwise it's coming pretty cool. Maybe I'll show the other vehicles later on, but otherwise it's coming up pretty nice. Let's see here. Now I'll show some buildings that I've made recently. Oh shit. Ah crap. The mod messed up my camera view. Damn it. Here's what I'll do. I'll go back up and then I'll fix my camera. These mods do sometimes do cause effects on other mods, so be careful with the mods you use. Perfect. There we go, that should fix it, I think. Worst case I might have to restart the world. Fuck it. The stupid plane messed up my camera view. That's weird. Although it kind of makes it look pretty cool at least. I mean, okay, aside from me driving wrong, but that's very weird. Let's see here. So I'll show off a little bit, I guess, of the UPS, but I'll make sure the place is open first. So let me make sure the place is open. Time of day. God. Stupid camera. I might just restart the world. It's not open yet. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You know what? I don't know. You cannot do it. I was there. Post office open. So we haven't done a video on this place in a while, and a lot of things have changed a little bit. The lobby looks mostly the same, but the back looks different a little bit. And we're gonna be doing a video on this, updated video on this soon. Added some more doors, which is one of them. Made the back room bigger, and all that part. And then bathrooms are redone. Mostly. Just looks a little meh, but probably do some work on it again now that I think about it. Lights are different, so if we turn them off, they still have lights. Back here, completely different lobby. We got the manager's office. Looks pretty decent, and you can see a lot of stuff if need be. Even has his own sky roof, which is nice. Who wouldn't want a sky roof on their office? Because sky roofs are pretty cool. Over here we have a tool room. Get some equipment back here. Then we have the locker room. Decent locker room area. Yeah. Restrooms. I don't remember if I finished them or not. Did I finish them? Okay, I mostly did. I always forget the windows. Not the windows, I always forget the glass. Mirrors, yeah, I forget the mirrors. Bathrooms are good. This is the break room. It's not too bad, but it's not too worse. Got a nice view of one of Cool Truck Builds' creations, Towers, Ken. Nice roof. Nice sun. And redid the stairs. But yeah, this will be an updated tour video at some point. I still want to do more on some parts of the area, so we'll see from there. And we might do some cool modifications to the whatchamacallits. We'll do some modifications to the roof with the banners and the map if we want to get a little more creative, because I would like to do some more creativity, if you will, in the world. Not sure if I'll do anything over here, because realistically this is what it looks like in its own creation, but maybe I'll make it look different with the arch design here. Like, would it look good? I mean, it kind of would, but I also wouldn't. Gives its own identity. We'll do some more creativity at some point when I'm in the mood. Otherwise, it looks pretty cool. In terms of the back, I replaced we still have the old design of UPS van. As you can see, that's the older model. And over here, this is based on the electrical model. So, yeah, we made the parking lot a little bigger. Still gotta redo the gate, but otherwise it looks pretty good. You gotta fix the building. Still a lot to do. Gotta be careful over here because this is where it kind of lags because of the banners. This will be a video of itself at some point. We have GameStop, and it looks pretty cool. This is the second GameStop on the world. Looking pretty cool. Give it a nice GameStop aesthetic. Backroom's still a bit meh. Oh, but it'll get somewhere at some point. Over here is kind of like a tool room. You get equipment and some stuff. And all that. Looks pretty cool. Some nice weapons and stuff. I'd say it looks pretty cool and all that. You got some cool armor. Then all this other stuff. The beautiful American flag right here. And of course our items. Along with recently new ones that they added to the game. They added a mace. And a few other stuff. They probably will add another weapon later. We also have our command blocks right here. Potions. A unique back room. And this is part of the newer stuff. Still gotta do other stores on the other building. Right here. But otherwise it looks pretty cool. And this building right here is based on the Illinois Medical Building on Michigan Avenue in Chicago. As you can see, originally we had the Hancock Building right here, but I wasn't doing much progress on that, so I took it down and moved it. I also moved one of the Aon buildings that is different, not the Chicago one, but this, I moved it to the back over there and behind this black building. And we got this is like 95% done. Like, it has an interior and an exterior. I just gotta work on the other half, which is this half, and that's basically excuse me, that's basically it. A lot of modifications to these buildings, and it looks pretty interesting. The bad part's gonna have to redo the laundry room, but otherwise I like how it's coming out, and we'll see how this finishes. May even be its own video at some point. Otherwise, it looks pretty cool. Access to the roof, and again, that's the Aon building. That I think that's California's Aon building. I could be wrong, but because it's not Illinois, it's either California or Texas. But yeah, it's one of those two. And then over here, this is the Illinois Aon building, but I might consider moving it over there somewhere. And of course, the lag is from the banners, which I recently found out they count as entities. I like how the flag came out at least, but of course, the flag it's different ways of making the flag look. So someone will probably end up saying I got it wrong on how I made it look. Some people will say maybe I got it right. I don't know. Comment down how you guys think I got the flag. Do you think I did it right, or do you think I did it wrong? The comments, the interactions always help. Didn't do much over here, although I guess I gotta do some lights in some areas, I think. Where's the car? Thank you. I was about to say, where the fuck is the car? I know this kind of messes up my POV, but oh well. Over here we got another building that is a modified building that is in Chicago, but I made my own take on it. It is a hollow building though, so there's nothing inside of it. It does have a top area. Still gotta work on the alley right here, but I'll show it off. It has a top attraction, and still work in progress, but it looks pretty nice a little bit, I guess. I did add a lot of alleyways to the world. We still have that stuff. We still have some of these buildings that I showed off last time on a stream. These buildings are based on real life buildings in Bowery, New York, which is the lower part of Manhattan. Bowery is basically an area in which is a Chinatown. And as you can see, we got a lot of buildings that are on Bowery right here. Some are mixed in together and mushed together, and some of them are modified. And all the way to over here is when it stops. And these buildings are, despite still gotta do some work on them. That's a custom one right there in the back right here. This is a different one that is my own take on a building. These are in New York, so there's like no back area of them, so I made my own version of them, of the back. Like literally most of these buildings are like smushed together more than most areas, I guess. So I made back entrance. I made custom back entrances and other stuff for the back of the building. And of course an alley, because I think it needed one mostly. And like this is a two-way road right here. This is a one-way road, so at some point there will have to be another one-way road to the reverse over there. Over here we have buildings on Belmont Cragen in Chicago. These are buildings that are located on Belmont and Cicero. So over here we have this one over here, Belmont and Cicero building right here. This is where, well, first let me just park over here. So I copied most of the, like a small piece of the block over here for this building. But as you can see over here, because of that turn over here, it is slightly modified. This building is a real life building that has a few businesses with two flooring area of residential areas. While it's not done yet, it is almost done. This used to be in real life. This was originally a currency exchange. What's a currency exchange? Basically a place where you pay bills and a few other stuff. And if you know what Amscot is, you basically, or Western Union, you basically already know what this is. It's basically similar to that. Recently the currency exchange closed down and then got bought by Boost Mobile, that apparently used to be over here in this building in real life. I think that they moved over here to this building, and then Boost Mobile closed not too long ago, and is now currently in modern day a vape shop. Which even then, vaping is not a good thing. That's all that part, and stay away from drugs, people. This is a salon. This is a mattress place, or at least that's what they claim. This is a massage area, but this place is still vacant. Well, actually, no, this is still empty. Actually, no, this is not. That's the massage place. This is still empty in real life. This is a liquor store in real life that has been around way before 2007, from my knowledge. So this is still open in modern day. This is a hotel, believe it or not. And it looks abandoned in real life, but it's still there. I even did the parking lot for the place. And, yeah. Maybe I'll do some modifications. Technically now we have 2 hotels in this Minecraft world, which is interesting. And of course, the top floors, residential. I'll do some New York. I'll either make them actual areas them separately, or I'll make it something else entirely. That, who knows, maybe this will be a spawner room or something, you never know, but do something unique with this. There also is a billboard on top of this building. The billboard is still there until this day. It had countless ads, so I decided to do my own ad. This ad is custom made by me of a Chicago Cubs supporting staying hydrated. Because of that part, it's the sun, hot sun, gotta stay hydrated. So I was trying to make a Chicago Bears ad, but I couldn't get the C to work. And that's because of the size of the billboard right here. So I decided to use something simple and put the Cubs logo, which it barely looks good on here. I think it looks decent, but it gives it a little bit roughness because of the fact that it is on a curved surface, as you can see. It's not straight, it's crooked right here. Otherwise, I think it's pretty cool. And this is the first billboard ever in my world, so I'd say it looks pretty cool. And I like how it came out. The lanterns is what's supporting the lighting on here, and I don't like it when the light shows. And if you go down here, I'll go down right now so you guys can see. From this angle, you can't see the lanterns. The lighting's not perfect, but the lighting's not bad either. It gives it a proper lighting so that people could see it from the bottom, and I think that's pretty cool. Um, I'll still do the interior, by the way, for those who are wondering. Yes, I'll be doing the interior. And of course, we got these other stores. I won't name these stores because these are just weird looking stores and they're very small in real life. These are apartment entrances to upstairs. I also did copy the alleyway, and that's because the side of the building over here does have a backdoor entrance. This is the backdoor area in the world in real life for this area. Slightly modified, slightly different. Um, my own take. I did mess up when making this entire block different. Basically, back here in real life, this would be the part where the liquor store in the back of it, and then the hotel will be over here on the other side. I did mess up on that area, as you can see. Right there is the liquor store. Technically, in real life, the back of it will be starting right here, but nonetheless, it came out pretty decent, I would say. And then the parking lot. Realistically, the parking lot does not have lines, so you could basically park in weirder ways than one. And then this is a one-way road that way, so I did do some stuff that's modified. I started doing my own creations right here with a few ones that I found on Instagram at, well, actually this one is based on what I found on Twitter, actually, Twitter X. Um, so I found these one at Interior Hunt 11 at on Twitter X, and they show off some cool designs of houses, basically rich people houses, but these ones look very weird. I don't think I would ever live in these houses, but I figured why not put them over here. I did this special design right here on Instagram that I found for these fences. I figured they look pretty cool and they look pretty nice. And I still gotta put some lights out here, but otherwise I think it's pretty cool. I won't forget these. These two I'll do a little something different in a minute, but with these two houses, if I show them off, these two are based on custom made Lego sets that I found on Instagram. Um, in fact, I'll probably see if I can find his at real quick so I could talk about him because he's one of those people who make his own Lego sets and they're pretty cool and all that part. It's nice to see custom Lego sets and all that. And I don't know why the game keeps doing that. I don't know, this new version of Minecraft, I tell you, they like to do this dumb shit. But anyways, uh yeah. So this one is based off of the Real Brick Museum on Instagram. He made two of these. He made this one right here, and then he also made another one. Don't know if I could find it or not, but yeah, I can't seem to find it right now. But that's his ad on Instagram. Made some pretty cool designs of this Lego version of this. I decided to make this in Minecraft with a few kinks This is donut shop right here. That's just a regular house with uh I can't see it, but it looks like a clothing store. And then this is a Chinese or Japanese noodle restaurant right here. You just sit on front, they serve you. And then back here is basically where you just go into the buildings on top and all that part. They're mostly not much inside, but I got an idea of how to make it look nice inside. And it doesn't look that bad, honestly, in my opinion. Other people have different opinions. I did make it a little different. This would be supposed to be a bit higher, but I think it looks nice. The one thing I don't like is that I made the donut look a little ugly. I don't think I could fix that, but it looks pretty decent. And the back of these buildings don't look too bad. I think I did my best to try to copy it mostly with a few modifications. This is supposed to be a 3-door, I think, but I made it into a 5-ish way door to give it some more characteristic and more feel. And make it look more modern, and I think it looks pretty good in my opinion. It looks decent and it looks good. So I'll keep that like that, and it looks pretty good. And yeah, over here we're doing some more work on the roads. So this is a 2-way traffic road right here that you can go over here, up and there. Still keeping this part of the lake like that, so that will be staying. Over here is an alleyway that connects over there. Accidentally made it a little bigger, but it's fine. Over here, while there's no space for an actual house, I decided to do something different and put a mobile home, or a tiny home, here. I'd say it looks dumb, but it makes sense in some cases, and made its own fence. Still gotta finish the road, give it some nice area. When this looks done, it'll look better, I will say that. Um, its own split right here. This is still the beginning of one-way traffic right here, so gotta do something about that. And then this is a loop, but I recently decided to make this also into a road as well, an alleyway. You could turn that way to go over there, or you can go over here and vice versa, over here to the back. And it looks pretty decent in my opinion. It does. The placement makes 0 sense, but I think it looks pretty good. And give it some nice area, make it look different. And this is still my world. I could do most of everything differently. It doesn't have to be what other people may think. But of course, the placement of it does make it look weird. But otherwise, I'd say it makes it look unique. I think that's what counts. Mostly counts. Let's see here. Well, at some point I will have to finish the road. I'm gonna have to really put my effort into it because these are crooked roads. I don't usually like to do crooked roads, but when you have to, you have to. I recently moved, for the 3rd or 4th time, I moved Fives Reviews' house and Pixelator's house over here. And I'm still debating what I'm going to be doing over there. Well, actually, no, I already debated what I'm going to do. Originally, their houses were in the way countless times when doing projects. Both of these two houses, well, actually, no, one of these two houses has been in the way for most of the times. I moved originally. Fry's and Fluffy's house were in the bus loop in the mall. I don't know why they put it there, but they did. I moved it to where is now is the warehouse that I showed earlier. And now I moved it all the way over here. I moved both of these people's houses basically 2 or 3 times now, which is crazy. But yeah, it looks decent. I made sure both safe sides have their own equal footing, so if they want to make their house bigger, they can. But of course, Fries is a very lazy person, and usually he's very careless when it comes to his own actions, and that includes being on Minecraft. And, well, if you guys know about the Minecraft realm that we used to have for McGrumps, you already know why he's how he is, and still doesn't have a driver's license at the age of 28 or finish school. So, what can you do? As for Fluffy, he's doing pretty good. Hope he's doing well. Maybe I'll play some Marvel Rivals at some point when he's not busy. I'll do a sidewalk, but he has to be careful now because he's not flood proof. He's not flood proof. What if there's a major flood here? Oh no! This guy. Oh no! Oh yeah, and I adjusted the roads again over here. Hopefully it looks fine. It looks fine mostly, so yeah. And of course the back here, so I gotta fix this part as well, but I'd say mostly everything's going well, I guess, in this area. As for this pillager hotel over here, I haven't really touched it in a while. I'm turning this mainly into a pillager apartment slash hotel. And of course I did delete the original one because it was over there somewhere. Well, actually no, it might actually still be over there. I think. Or half of it's probably still over there. Right, let's go over here. No. It was originally over here, so... Oh. And I forgot about the, Yeah, it was originally over here. You can see from the debris that, a lot of stuff was definitely here. And I forgot to take out the, yeah, I forgot to take this out. But yeah, the RIP Pillager Mansion that used to be here, that was a natural spawn, now being converted into an apartment. I will say it's nice to at least see the creations that are here. It's currently been an hour, surprisingly. Hard to believe. Now, I'll show you a bit of my secret areas that I'm making into my house. I'm making, for now, another area for my house. And it's mostly just for me. It's not really made for anyone else, but it's just for me mostly. We'll go to my house. Probably should take a car, but oh well. I leave the car over here. Where's my car? Where is it? Oh no, it's over here. I remember now. There we are. Alright, disobey the law. Go over here. Perfect. We're gonna go to my house, where I'll show off a bit of my secrets and all that part. The fun part is I don't think a lot of people have ever been to my house that much, aside from Funkiller and a few other people, but the new people who sometimes out of nowhere come into the world, they have not seen this yet. Oh yeah, say hi to Taco Bell, by the way. Hi, Taco Bell. I did move I did move one of the Mario Kart stuff over here because it was in the way. As you can see over there, That's where all of the Mario Kart stuff is at. Anyways, we're here at my house. Haven't done much touching in here, but at some point I probably will. We could do some work. I'll show off here. I hate that the elevator doesn't work anymore. If I just go over here, just cut me through. Oh wait, they fit. Oh, okay, never mind. The elevator works. That is so weird. Question is, will the elevator work if I go up? Huh. Okay, I guess someone fixed the elevator? Question mark. Anyways, over here I made my own time vault. And all that part. Go through here. Yeah, this is pretty cool stuff over here. Still gonna add more, but otherwise it looks pretty cool. And from a distance you won't be able to see a lot of secret areas, but looks pretty cool. Gotta love the secrets. Yes, another Sinister Ace house. Alright. Going back over here. So, I'm finally doing my own bigger version of a map. And although I have a few areas that I made for maps of, I want to get a better idea of where I'm working with. So, I still have to do a lot of mapping. But otherwise, I think it's coming out pretty cool. It's coming out pretty good, I should say. But it's gonna take a while for me to do most of my mapping and all that part. So I got ideas that I want to do, but this is what we have so far in terms of a world in the city. We have the town section over here. And then over here is going to be more of... Over here and over here is going to be where the city section is going to be at, most of it. And, of course, we got to remember that we have city section over here that we got to do more of as well. So, there'll be more city area from here and a bit over here. And then it'll circle differently over here. That's kind of the plan so far. But nonetheless, this is what we have so far pretty much. I am slowly doing work on this house, on this build, because Ken lost most of his ideas on what to do with this restaurant, so I kind of did a little bit of modifications to this. A tiny bit. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger for the parking lot. And probably move the X-Wing somewhere else. Some stuff did get moved around, and these roads right here got moved around. I have to update this now because this is where Fry's and Fluffy's house used to be at, and I have to update this. So that's gonna be fun. In fact, I don't mind doing it right now, but we also have to update this too because we did stuff over here as well. You know what? I might as well show you guys how I update my maps. So over here, over here, over here, and over here. So we'll use this, and then we'll take this one over here, and we'll fly over here. Then we'll take the car. There's my ship, by the way. And then to go faster, we'll just take this car. I was going to take the Tesla, but this is literally one of the faster vehicles here. And we'll just go all the way over here to where we gotta go. Alright. Police, fire department. Okay, so we got this section over here. But we're not there yet. When we reach past over here, well, actually we have to go over here first. Turn here. Alright, so when we go over here, this is where the map's gonna change. And you see Fry's reviews is Fry's and Fluffy's house is no more over here. Now we gotta go to the other side to update the map as well from over here. Ran over our sheep. Updated. Now you gotta do the same thing over there. And I'll just stop here. There we go. I mean, so you can see we still have to do some work on the bottom left or bottom right, but otherwise it's coming out pretty cool, pretty good. Of course, because I'm using black blocks, it'll think that it's a road or it's not finished. It's finished. Nothing much really to say. I will say a few of the blocks are oxidizing, which is weird, but eh. What else? Oh, this is the bottom part of the map? Oh, I have to go that way, okay. We'll turn here, break a few laws, because why not? This is my world. And we'll just go over here, and this stop sign. And boom, updated. Update the back, and then we're not done yet. Gotta do a U-turn, and we'll just stop right here. We're not there yet? Oh, we are there. Okay. That's funny. Oh, wait, do I have to... Oh, that's everything. Okay, I was to say, why is it not doing... What's it doing? Gotta do a bit of work on the sidewalk a little bit, otherwise it's coming up pretty nice. And then for the last touch-up, it's over there. So it's gonna... it's so funny seeing the map update sometimes. It's like very weird, and sometimes it gets very picky on where you're at. And yeah, we got the back part of the road. So now we go back to my house and we get to see it updated. And of course we still got the castles, the mini ones that act as map directories. I'm gonna add more, but for now it's I would say it's doing a good purpose, especially for people who want to know where the fuck they're going. Although some people would definitely say, hey, let's have one that's just outside, no building for it. That is understandable. And maybe at some areas I'll probably just make it so it's just a wall that shows the map. But nonetheless, I think it's pretty cool. Glide down here. Alright, and we enter the door. Boom. And as you can see, this part of the map did update. I did miss one area somehow. Which I guess I clicked through a bit fast. Very odd. Yeah, I forgot about that area, but it's coming up pretty nicely. I got some ideas how to fix some of the road and do some layouts here and there. When this part's gonna be going over there. Found out that the ice section is over here, so we might do some mountain layouts here and there. Just for the fun of it. Nice mountain areas. It could be interesting. But nonetheless, that's what we have so far in terms of projects. Technically, I kinda wish I could do a project right now, but I think I'll end it off here. I like how the world's coming out so far, but I kinda want to invite people to help me create stuff. The only problem is that I want to make sure it's not people who are gonna fuck it up, because I had to do a lot of modifications, and I had to bury a glitched TNT under the Taco Bell. And yeah, still probably hasn't exploded, but I don't want to deal with that. But anyways, that's basically it for the world so far. I still got a few ideas, but who knows, if you want to come to the world and build something cool on here, please do. I don't mind. All I ask is that you don't fuck up anything in the world, and respect people's creations. Let me just get this. Otherwise, I like how the world's coming out, and I gotta grow this place. I will say this is like the most game I played. It used to be Super Smash Brothers. Now this is like my most played game. Combined, I think I have combined with the PS4 version, I have 900 hours into this game, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Combined. But nonetheless, I hope everybody is doing well. Be sure to follow me on Twitch and subscribe to me on YouTube. We're currently one subscriber away from reaching 500 subscribers on YouTube, and we got a long way to go on Twitch as well. I recently posted my Lego Batman 4 video for Iron Talks About. It is currently doing well. Be sure to check it out because we're still in the middle of our Lego Batman 1 Let's Play, but nonetheless, it's coming out pretty well. Lego Horizons episode 8 is out right now. It released 2 hours ago. We are one episode away from the final, and can't wait to see how that goes. But until then, it's your boy IronSmasher 1024. I hope everybody is doing well, and I'll see you guys later. Peace of cake.